See, that probably at one time was something people tried to climb, but I think it's a little bit much now. Don't look like anybody's tried to climb it anytime recently. You'll have roads like that, buddy. I kid you not. I don't even think I'd try that with the 300. It's too long of a stretch. It could make it if you got enough momentum, but you wouldn't get enough momentum right here. I wouldn't try, because once you hit right there, it's almost straight up. Now, a long wheelbase side-by-side that sets down low and its weight's down low, you would make it, but once you go to spinning, if you don't have traction, you risk flipping it over even on a side-by-side. But there's trails like that. And it's just, you know, some of them you just can't go on no more because they're just too great of a risk. And they may be long and steep like that. I wouldn't even really want to come down that. You'd have more control coming down it. You could control where you're going, but when you flip back, you don't have control where you're going. You're just going down. Also mention this too. Now, for a ATV, rear independent suspension is more comfortable. It absorbs this, so it's going to be a smoother ride. And it will get better traction in certain situations because one wheel will be down versus a straight axle and the other one will be up here. But on an ATV, most ATVs, a Grizzly, a Brute Force, a Polaris, whatever it is, a Can-Am, the straight axle, if you're facing this way and you're like this on a hill, the straight axle is more stable. It don't have as much body roll as independent. So that's one of the reasons why I have a straight axle. It's more rough, but it's a more stable machine in this type of terrain. Thought I seen something up there. This is a nice little ride through here. And it's a nice day today too. It's warm in the sun, but it's breezy. Oh. turtle. Cobweb. There are black widows out here too, but I mean, you don't often see them too much, but they're out here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in four-wheel drive, just make it a little easier. I don't really want to spin out a lot in two-wheel drive. Let me wait till I get on up here to take it out of four-wheel drive. It might be more loose rock. Yep, it's a little rut that washed out a little bit. We want to go, wait a minute, let's see here. We didn't want to take 61 because that was kind of a different way. Let's go ahead and put it back into it. We wanted to take, let's double check it again. I'm pretty sure we want to take 74 though. 61. No, it was 74. Well, rewind. 73, 74, 73. I mean, 71 or 74 and 61. Where do they converge? Right here. I'm on sun. So 74 is going to take me back the way I came. We don't want to do that. We want to go 61. I mean, on some other time we could go that way, but we just want to kind of ride the outermost edge of the trail on this run. Like it may be an old local trail that's grown up. Stuff like that's more visible when in the fall and when all the leaves are off the tree and stuff. During deer season. Hard to tell how many animals we passed and just haven't noticed them. It's easier when it's, like I said, when the leaves are off the trees. I'm not seeing a lot of activity though as far as tracks. And it doesn't appear like anything's been traveling through here. not seeing no deer sign or anything. I'm not seeing tracks of any kind out through here. Or something, what is that? Squirrel. What? Lizard. I'm just not seeing any track. Pretty sure we want to take 61. I said we want to pretty much take all rights, so steep, I guess. Not bad. Second gear wasn't quite low enough. Helmets make my head itch. It scratch my head a little bit. I scratched my head a little bit. Let me pull over to the side here. a requirement.